welcome to this. Now today it is currently 9:10, the night before this video is uploaded. Now, forgot to make it and I need to upload. I want to make it 11 days and 11 days of uploading. Now today is what's the series called again? It's my own series, I don't know what it's called. What your team needs. Now the last one, nearly at 400 views and at over like 30 likes. Went down amazingly. Lovely comments, new people on the video, means a lot. Please tell your friends to subscribe, get us to 2,000, and yeah, boom. Now in the last episode I didn't do Fleetwood because it was like 12 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. Next episode is quite a bit shorter by one person. So I've added Fleetwood into there. So first of all we are going with Peterborough.
Hey guys, I'm making this clip for Ben's channel now. My team is Peterborough United. Now what I think in the January transfer window what we need is an experienced defender and an experienced attacking midfielder, because that's a bit where we're lacking. We've got a couple of good defenders, Stephen Taylor. In midfield we're pretty good, we just need one to attack for us. And also I think maybe one more striker. I know this boarding, so we've had a big tip if we keep them all. I would love to have him here. If we do, I expect us to get playoffs. But yeah, so I think we only need those 3 positions. Obviously we've got a goal extended loan to the end of the season. Yeah, so fingers crossed my team has enough experience. Just need 2, 3 experienced more players and we should be fine for the playoffs this season. Yeah. Thanks for letting me do this video, Ben. And please like his video. And we'll see you guys later.
Peterborough, a good team. They were interested in Keeper more. Apparently I heard of a Rotherham fan. They offered 250,000 and it accepted. Rotherham offered 550,000 and rejected. I don't know, maybe it was like 250 and say they've offered say 8 grand a week, Rotherham's offered 5 grand a week. Or they've had like a buy, like they'll give the club more money, like say 40% on the next sale or something, because sometimes it works. See, football manager comes in handy. Giroud. So yeah, it'd be a good sign of their attack. Madison, Danny Lloyd. Danny Lloyd could be off to Bradford. Marriott's interested everywhere, and so's Madison. They've got a good midfield. Jonathan Bond's a good goalkeeper as well. Anthony Grant, let's not go there. But he's a decent player on his day. So next up is Northampton.
Hello once again to all of Ben Knapman subscribers. My name is Matt. I'm also known as that is my channel name. I vlog on Northampton games in any away game that I can get to. But what Ben has asked me to do today is talk about Northampton in the transfer window, where they should improve, and basically in transfer news that's happened so far. So today is the 3rd of January that I'm recording this. We've released Lewis McGugan and Ryan McGurven. Lewis McGugan was a pretty decent centre midfielder, so I'm pretty disappointed he's been released. But McGurven didn't really feature too much, didn't see too much of him, so we couldn't really, not really bothered about that loss, to be honest. Also we've got Southend midfielder Jack Brigg is also very close. Phil Brown, the Southend manager, has said he probably will join Northampton, but he won't be playing for them on Saturday. Saturday against Southend, which probably when this video goes up, that game's probably been played, but Jack Bridge will be playing for us then. We also lost out on James Hansen. I'm hearing he might be going to Bury instead of us. That might have happened by the time you see this. And then we've signed a player today, Hildeberto Pereira, which should add some pace and width, hopefully, to that left-hand side, which is pretty much what we need in this window. We need some width, we need some pace, and we need a striker that can score goals, because if we don't get that, then we could be going down, and we're in serious danger of doing so at the moment. This is the point of the season where 3 points, the gap becomes 4 points, and then becomes 5 very quickly, and before you know it, you're confirmed as relegated. So yeah, so we have to get January right. If we get January right, get the right signings, we'll stay up. If we get no signings, or get the signings wrong, we will definitely be in League 2 next season. Once again, thanks to Ben for having me on the channel, and until next time, go and subscribe to me. I'm sure my link will be in the description. Drop a like on the video. See you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks to Matt again, a good YouTuber again, and so is Kyle, good vlogger. And Northampton are struggling. Now, I'm being honest, I don't like Northampton as an away game. So if they go down, it won't be one of those, oh, I missed it. I only want them to go down like when I've done the ground, really. Because I'd like 3 teams to come down from the Championship that I've not done in League 2, if you know what I mean. Because they're the only grounds I get to do. Anyway, enough about my life stories about ground hopping. Had me on the ground hopper, Ben Knapman. Every time I receive a Snapchat, my phone stops recording. I'm going to... Oh! Stop recording again. Stress of being a YouTuber. I've uploaded 12 times and I think I'm a daily vlogger. Scenes. Anyway, yeah, they are struggling. They could do with a striker. They were interested in Hanson, went to Bury. We're interested in Madden, went to Fleetwood. We're interested in Ripley, went to Bury. So... I think they are in trouble. I think they're one of the 4 worst teams I've seen this season. We weren't overly good against them, but they made it tough for us. I think they could be in trouble. I really do. So I don't know what they will do. It depends what they do in the transfer market, but apart from that, I think they are in trouble. The fake Dons, Luca, is up next.
Hi, this is Luca Cotter here, and I'm going to be passing the message on Ben Knapman. In this video, I'm going to be discussing about MK Dons transfers, what I think Robbie Nielsen and MK Dons need to strengthen in this window, in the January transfer window currently at this moment of time. Okay, now let's talk about what I think we need to strengthen. Okay, goalkeepers, we're fine with goalkeepers. We've got Lee Nichols and we've got that Dutch goalkeeper, so I think we're okay for keepers. Centre-backs... Ilbanks Landell, he's going to go back to his parent club, so I do think we need to strengthen the centre-back. I know Walsh and Williams can play there and Wharton, but I think we're a little bit short in defence. I think we can bring at least a loan deal, a good Premiership experience, or maybe a Championship experience centre-back, maybe get someone on loan till the end of the season. Left-back wise, depends if Scott Goldborn goes, or we can extend his loan deal until the end of the season. If we can... I think we're okay with left back because we've got Scott Goldborn and also George Williams can play there. Right back we're fine, depending if Callum Britton goes. Midfield, I think we need to strengthen a decent midfielder. Someone who can replace Ben Reeves. We're not going to get a Dele Alli type, but I do think we need someone like a George Moncur or Sam Morsey type. And striker-wise, we need to strengthen a striker as well. So, that's my... what I think my transfers will be for MK Dons.
Thanks for that, Luca. Yeah, MK are struggling in the bottom 4. And I think they'll stay up. They've got a manager like Presley. The thing is, you look at their attack, like you've got Chuks and Ike, you've got Lloyd Isgrove, you've got a good team on paper, but at Ebanks Landell, they just don't work together. They've got a good squad. They get 8k at home and take about 200 away, so they've got quite a big fan base for League 1. So they've got money to spend, and it's like they're struggling. And it's like 3 years ago they were doing really well. So under Carl Robinson, who's now at Charlton, doing a good job. So they went up with like Dele Alli, Will Grigg. So it was like the. So, yeah, I think they'll stay up, but only just. They could do with a couple of midfielders. So, yeah, on to Oldham. Now, like I said about Dylan, now next up is Reese. Now, not being biased to anyone, him, Dylan, Josh Foster, I watch a lot. Now, Reese is honestly one of the best young vloggers I watch. His editing's very well done. He's very good at coming across. He's very good at like the build up to the match, the music, and honestly, he really deserves more subs. Go and get him some more views. He really does deserve it. So honestly, please go and subscribe to him. He does a few of my thumbnails, so thank you for that. And honestly, they're the best thumbnails I could ever ask for, so I really appreciate that. And enough about Ben's story about Reese. On to it, Oldham.
Hi guys, I'm Reese Parsons and I'm an Oldham Athletic fan. I'm also a vlogger like Ben, so remember to subscribe to Ben. But yeah, so Ben's asked me to come and discuss Oldham, what we need in the transfer window, and how we're getting on. So we're 19th for we're 20th now. at the time of recording this. We're 1 point off the bottom 4, and we have been doing well before the last 3 games against Shrewsbury and Bristol Rovers and Fleetwood, Ben's team, who beat us 2-1. So yeah, we've had 5 loanees go out. We've had 2 keepers, Ben Wilson and Jack Ruddy, both not the best keepers, to be honest. A bit like Alsop at Blackpool, not the best. But yeah, and we've also had Keane Bryan, who Fleetwood are interested in, Doyle and Jack Byrne, which are 3 major assets to Oldham's side. So we've signed Patrick McAlady, who's he was in the Irish League, described as the best player in the Irish League. So there's our cam/attacker sorted out. I think we need another hold-up player like Johnson Clark Harris, and we are linked with him. He was at us recently. Also, Jose Baxter could do a job, but we need 2 central, if not 3 central defenders to use in case we use 3 at the back, or 4 at the back. We need 2 because we've got Gerrard, Wilson, but Clark's gone to Bury, and they're getting on. They're both over 30. They're not the quickest. Like, they do the job, but Keane Bryan, I'd like a quick defender in them. That's what we need. I'd also like another defensive midfielder, and like I said, I'd like another attacker instead of Craig Davies. He's not the best at holding the ball up. Aaron always been doing bits, but he can't start. So yeah, I'd like to thank Ben for letting me on the channel. That's what Oldham need, in my opinion. If you ask other Oldham fans, most likely will say the same. So yeah, thanks Ben for letting me on, and I'll see you all guys later.
Blackburn. Now, Lewis Hartley, I don't know if he still does YouTube, but link will be in the description anyway. I think Blackburn will go up and Amari Bell could be off. I'd sell him now, 250k, 300k. We'll get money, try to get money, get a new left back, then let him go in the summer. He's been a good player. He's really good at going forward and attacking. I honestly think he'd be better as a left mid or a left winger because when he goes, he doesn't need to defend. He's just so powerful. The way his technique. Why do YouTubers all use their hands? Panic attack. And honestly, he's a very good player, and I think he'll do well at Blackburn. They're interested in Madison apparently as well, so it should be a good signing. And yeah, I hope Blackburn go up, but I think they'll go up. So yeah.
Right, guys, it's Lewis BRSC 17 here. Cheers, Ben, for having us on the channel, and we're going to be talking about transfers for my team, which is Blackburn Rovers. If you don't know that. We've been linked with a couple of players. We've been linked with Bell from Fleetwood, actually, Ben's team. So, hopefully we do get him, because we are in need of a new fullback, in my opinion, for the transfer window. I still think Williams is one of the best in the league, but a new right back we could need. I'm not too sure if Bell's a right back. I think he's a left back and a left mid. Another player I want is Marcus Maddinson from Peterborough. I reckon he will be a solid signing. We have been linked with him, and from today we've been linked with Adam Armstrong, who's been called back to Newcastle. Been linked with him. I reckon we need an attacker because our Bradley Dack is our top goal scorer, Den Mulgrew, and he's a midfielder and he's a centre back. So I think another attacker will be pretty good. I don't think we need another centre back, but I reckon we need a solid centre mid because Evans and Whittingham, we're just dropping them both out. I think we need another centre mid like Marcus Maddison. I know he's a cam, but I'll have him in centre mid. And yeah, guys, a player we need out is Elliot Ward. He's awful. But anyway, cheers, Ben, for having us on the channel. Much appreciated. Subscribe to Ben and subscribe to me as well. Cheers, Ben.
Is the end of today's video.